Mom and Dad were from Carter County, and when they married, they moved to Ohio for a short period of time. And I was born in Ohio, but we were only there a year when we moved back to Kentucky. I've lived in this home. We built it around 1980, and it was a family home because our old house was falling in, and we moved out of the back door of the old house into the front door of the new house. But the house was kind of special because with the way my dad worked, we would have 19 to 25 people that would come on Friday nights and Saturdays and Sundays and frame and build a place, and the women would cook, and it was a family home. I always kept my address wherever I lived, so I've been here all but 5 years of my life. There was a time when my mom was still alive that the electric bill was right at $900 a month. And so my daughter, after Mom passed, we actually cut the heat down from 73 to in the 60s, and we freeze. But I had gone to the point that I couldn't do anything else. I've covered the windows with quilts and blankets and sheets, and trying to keep the sun out when it's been hot, and threatening my daughter if she goes outside not to let the hot air in. We've not cooked. I was buying cold foods. So a few years ago I called the electric company and spoke with Tina Priest, and she came out and did some testing on the home and showed me what could be done to be a little bit more efficient. So based on what she told me, I tried to make some changes the best that I could afford to do. Unfortunately, the heat pump kept getting worse, and the most expensive things that I needed to do I couldn't afford to do. And this last time I called her again, I'm like, what am I going to do? My electric just keeps going higher, and I've heard there's some electric companies that have programs. Do you all have anything? And as a matter of fact, she says, we actually have something that we was working on whenever you first called the first time. So she got a hold of Chris, and they came and they retested the house, and she brought what she'd done before, and my heat pump was pretty well dead, and found a lot of places that needed insulation that I didn't realize was causing a problem. And they go through the house with each test and feel the vents and see where we was losing air. When I say losing air, because of all the air that I'm losing, the house isn't staying as warm as it should, as well as the heat pump's overworking. It's bad enough. The cost, the way it is, let alone the extra cost when you aren't functioning correctly and efficiently in the home. And they've proved with the tests that they done in my home that I weren't. When they had the equipment to prove where this was happening, it was shocking. It was kind of fun to watch them. I didn't know there was anything like that existed. Part of my problem is around the door facings. They're going to, one area I'll get a new door, and another area they're going to seal off with insulation, a garage door, and the facings to where that I'm not losing and bringing in cold air. They're going to round the in the basement where the rafters are, or the floor joist, between the basement and the floor joist top, there's area all the way around close to the termite shield on the top of the basement brick, and fill in that rather than insulation like you buy in a roll, but with foam. And that foam will reduce the amount of air that's coming into the home that's keeping me from being able to be inefficient. So it's going to make a significant difference in that. So I won't have to use so many kilowatts. So, you know, kids get happy over a water slide. I get happy over not using kilowatts. I don't get any assistance from anything. I work hard, I try hard, and there's usually no help for people. And I just feel so excited because I finally found something that I'm not falling through the cracks. And, you know, maybe we'll be able to do something fun for a change. So it'll be great to have, hopefully, a little extra money when we start saving on our bill and paying the new heat pump and stuff off, to where I don't have such a strained life and worry over these high electric costs. I'm hoping that the results of all this will help us change our lifestyle a little bit, and it won't be so embarrassing to invite people over where you've got quilts on your windows. It'll be really enlightening, because especially a teenage daughter who is embarrassed that we're having to do these things. It only makes sense to do these things to try to help yourself, but the change it'll make is for once in many years we'll actually have our home back. When you have a teenager, you've got to have more money, and I definitely want to get prepared for her senior years and going to college, and so anything I can save is just she wants to go on to college, and that's a big worry. So anything that I can save toward helping her, because she's an excellent student, and it's a very serious affair because I was the first of my family to go to college. So to be able to save money and put more back for her, it'll just make my life happy.